Number 1. This 1975 Chevrolet Corvette, offered at $18,500 and located in Hamburg, Pennsylvania, is presented as a well-maintained and thoughtfully refreshed example of America's iconic fiberglass sports car from the mid-1970s. Powered by a 350 cubic inch V8 paired with an automatic transmission, this Corvette combines classic small-block Chevrolet performance with comfortable cruising characteristics. It features hooker headers and side pipes, adding both visual aggression and a more pronounced exhaust note that enhances the driving experience. The car is equipped with manual windows, reinforcing its straightforward, driver-focused nature, and while air conditioning is not currently installed, the compressor is included, giving the next owner the option to complete the system if desired. Overall, the car is described as clean, with particular emphasis placed on the paint, frame, and undercarriage, suggesting a solid and well-cared-for foundation. From a mechanical and structural standpoint, this Corvette benefits from an extensive list of maintenance and replacement work completed during the previous spring and fall, reflecting a seller who invested in keeping the car reliable and roadworthy. Suspension-related updates include new front stabilizer bar links and bushings, a rear leaf spring bushing kit, Sensatrack front shocks, and a lower control arm bumper, all of which contribute to improved ride quality and handling stability. The braking system has also been addressed with premium front brake calipers and Duralast front disc brake pads, enhancing stopping power and safety. Additional attention was given to critical components such as torsion bar connecting nuts, grease fittings, and various brackets, underscoring a comprehensive approach rather than isolated repairs. The cooling and fuel systems have also received notable attention, an important consideration for any classic Corvette. The radiator has been cleaned, painted, and documented, and paired with a new upper and lower radiator hose, a radiator transmission cooling line, and a fuel filter. Heater hoses in both 5/8 inch and 3/4 inch molded sizes have been replaced, along with a 3/8 inch brass fuel line plug, helping ensure dependable operation. Engine-related service items include FEL Pro valve cover gaskets, fresh motor oil, a gold oil filter, and attention to grounding and starting components such as the ground cable from frame to starter and the starter to frame bracket. These updates collectively suggest a car that has been maintained with practicality and longevity in mind rather than deferred upkeep. Additional cosmetic and functional details further enhance the overall presentation and usability of this Corvette. All 4 taillights have been replaced, contributing to both appearance and safety, while miscellaneous labor addressed issues such as fixing a stuck hood, replacing the driver's side hood pin and latch, and repairing the driver's side inner fender well. Items like liquid steel filler and an air conditioning compressor bracket are also noted, indicating thoroughness in addressing small but important details. Taken as a whole, this 1975 Chevrolet Corvette represents a clean, mechanically refreshed classic with desirable performance upgrades, a solid chassis and undercarriage, and a well-documented list of recent work, making it an appealing option for anyone seeking a turnkey vintage Corvette with room for light personalization. Number 2. This 1969 Cadillac Sedan Deville, offered at $9,000 and located in San Jacinto, California, is presented as a well-preserved full-size luxury sedan that captures the unmistakable presence and elegance Cadillac was known for at the height of the late 1960s. Showing just 74,000 original miles, this Deville reflects a level of care and restraint in use that is increasingly difficult to find in cars of this era. The seller notes that it carries a clean title that is in hand, along with current 2026 registration and tags, making it immediately ready for continued enjoyment without bureaucratic delays. With its long, sculpted body lines, formal roofline, and commanding road presence, this Sedan Deville represents classic American luxury at a time when size, comfort, and refinement were paramount. Mechanically, the car is described as running and driving smoothly, which is a critical point for a nearly 6-decade-old luxury sedan. Cadillac's engineering during this period emphasized effortless cruising and durability, and this Deville appears to still deliver that experience. A newly installed dual exhaust system not only refreshes the car mechanically but also enhances the sound and overall driving feel, restoring the deep, refined tone expected from a classic Cadillac V8. The smooth driving description suggests that the drivetrain and suspension are functioning as intended, making this a vehicle that can be enjoyed on the road rather than being limited to static display or immediate mechanical sorting. The interior has reportedly been renewed, with a new interior installed, significantly enhancing the comfort and presentation of the cabin. This is an important upgrade, as interior restoration on a car of this size and era can be both time-consuming and costly. A refreshed interior allows the next owner to enjoy the expansive seating, wide dash, and classic Cadillac styling cues without the distraction of worn or deteriorated materials. The sedan Deville was designed to provide a quiet, plush ride for passengers, and a renewed interior reinforces that original mission while preserving the car's luxury character. Overall, this 1969 Cadillac Sedan Deville stands as a solid, road-ready classic that combines originality, documented mileage, and practical updates. The combination of low original miles, smooth driving condition, new dual exhaust, and a renewed interior makes it an appealing option for collectors or enthusiasts seeking a comfortable and dignified vintage cruiser. With clean paperwork, up-to-date registration, and a reputation for effortless highway manners, this Deville offers a compelling blend of classic Cadillac prestige and usability for anyone looking to own a true example of late 1960s American luxury. Number 3. This 1969 Chevrolet El Camino, offered at $10,500 and located in East Palo Alto, California, is presented as an honest and running classic car-truck hybrid that remains a worthwhile project with strong overall potential. The current owner states they have had the vehicle for a little over a year, having purchased it from an older gentleman, and notes that the car had previously been sitting under a tree for a couple of years prior to that. Despite this period of storage, the El Camino is described as running, driving, and braking well, making it more than just a static project. It is emphasized that the car is being sold exactly as it sits, with no attempt to overstate its condition, and buyers are reminded that this is still a project vehicle rather than a finished example. From a mechanical standpoint, the seller believes the car is powered by a small-block Chevrolet engine, likely a 307 cubic inch V8, though this is not confirmed. Mileage is estimated at approximately 55,000 miles, but the seller is clear that this figure cannot be verified and should not be assumed as actual. The transmission has begun to develop a minor leak, which is disclosed openly, allowing the next owner to plan accordingly. Several important components have already been replaced during the current ownership, including the radiator, water pump, fuel sending unit, carburetor, and intake manifold. Brake-related work has also been addressed with new wheel cylinders, contributing to the car's ability to stop properly and be driven with confidence in its current state. The exterior shows typical age-related issues that are common for El Caminos of this era, particularly those that have spent time outdoors. The seller notes rust beneath the rear window and small areas of rust on the doors and fenders, but implies that the overall condition is better than many comparable project cars currently on the market. The car now sits on rally wheels, which enhance its classic muscle-era appearance and give it a more complete look. While the body is not described as rust-free or restored, it is positioned as a solid enough foundation to justify further investment for someone looking to build or improve a late 1960s El Camino. Inside, the car is said to need some interior work, though a semi-new bench seat has already been installed, offering a usable starting point for further refurbishment. Much of the car is described as being the same way it was when the seller originally purchased it, suggesting that it has not been heavily modified or altered. The seller is upfront about not knowing much of the car's earlier history, reinforcing the straightforward, no-frills nature of the sale. With a clean title believed to be in place, a running drivetrain, and a list of recent mechanical replacements, this 1969 Chevrolet El Camino represents a candid, driver-level project with solid fundamentals for an enthusiast willing to address its remaining needs. Number 4. This 1962 Mercury Meteor Custom, offered at $6,999 and located in Bend, Oregon, is presented as an exceptionally low-mile, true barn-find classic that retains its original character and has been carefully preserved over decades of indoor storage. The seller describes the body and exterior trim as fully original, giving the car an authentic, untouched presence that is increasingly rare among early 1960s American sedans. Purchased new in Portland, Oregon in 1963 and subsequently living its life in La Pine, Oregon, the car is said to have always been stored indoors, which is reflected in its clean condition and lack of structural or frame rust. It is described as running and driving great, positioning it as a vehicle that can be enjoyed immediately either as a dependable daily driver or as a relaxed weekend cruiser. Mechanically, this Mercury benefits from thoughtful updates that enhance reliability and drivability while still retaining its original components. It is equipped with an Edelbrock 4-barrel carburetor, installed specifically to improve starting, drivability, and overall road manners, yet the seller notes that all of the original carburation and covers are included with the car for those who value originality. Shelby-branded valve covers and an air filter assembly were added approximately 10 to 12 years ago, adding a subtle period-inspired performance touch without straying far from the car's classic roots. The combination of tasteful upgrades and retained original parts allows the next owner to choose between continued enjoyment in its current form or a return to factory-correct presentation. The interior presents as largely original and well cared for, with the front seat having been reupholstered in black vinyl for comfort and usability, while a second set of original seats is included with the sale. The dashboard does have some cracks, and the headliner shows a tear on the rear driver's side area, but these imperfections are framed as honest signs of age rather than neglect. Importantly, all major systems are reported to be functioning, including the radio, windshield wipers, heater, locks, windows, lights, and turn signals, underscoring how complete and usable the car is. The only noted issue is a non-functioning fuel gauge, despite the installation of a new level sensor, with the seller believing the remaining fault to be a simple electrical issue that has not yet been diagnosed. Overall, this 1962 Mercury Meteor Custom stands out as a straight, clean, and largely original classic with an unusually well-documented ownership story and long-term indoor storage history. Its solid structure, rust-free frame, fully operational systems, and smooth driving characteristics make it far more than a dormant project, while its minor cosmetic flaws preserve the authenticity expected from a true barn find. For an enthusiast seeking a distinctive early 1960s American car that can be driven and enjoyed immediately, yet still offers originality, honesty, and long-term potential, this Mercury represents a compelling and increasingly rare opportunity. Number 5. This 1951 Chevrolet Bel Air, offered at $16,000 and located in Spokane, Washington, is presented as a thoughtfully updated early 1950s classic that blends vintage styling with modern drivability improvements. The car retains its unmistakable post-war Chevrolet character while benefiting from numerous mechanical and comfort upgrades designed to make it enjoyable in today's traffic. The seller notes that this Bel Air is a true pleasure to drive, capable of keeping up with freeway speeds without difficulty, and describes it as a consistent head-turner wherever it goes. While the car carries a rebuilt title, the seller is transparent in stating that they do not know the specific reason, and emphasizes the significant investment made into the vehicle over time. At the heart of this Bel Air is an updated drivetrain featuring a 250 cubic inch inline six-cylinder engine paired with a turbo 350 automatic transmission, a combination well known for its reliability and smooth operation. Supporting upgrades include a new carburetor, a new radiator, and an electronic ignition system, all contributing to dependable starting and consistent performance. The braking system was redone in late 2023, an important safety update that enhances confidence behind the wheel, and the car sits on decent tires suitable for regular driving. Together, these mechanical improvements transform the driving experience from that of a purely vintage cruiser into something far more usable and enjoyable on modern roads. Electrical and comfort systems have also been upgraded extensively, making this Bel Air far more livable than a stock 1951 example. The car has been converted to a 12-volt electrical system, allowing for improved reliability and compatibility with modern accessories. Electric windshield wipers replace the original setup, while a vintage air heating and air conditioning system provides climate control for year-round comfort. A retro-style Bluetooth radio has been installed, preserving a classic appearance while offering modern audio connectivity. These thoughtful upgrades allow the car to maintain its nostalgic feel without sacrificing convenience or comfort. From a cosmetic standpoint, the body is described as sound and the interior as decent, presenting well as a driver-quality classic rather than a fragile showpiece. A new windshield has been installed, the rear glass is in great shape, and the side windows are serviceable, contributing to good visibility and overall presentation. The bumpers are noted to be in decent condition, with the seller mentioning they had planned to have them re-chromed in the future, and there is some pitting on the door handles consistent with age. With an estimated $40,000 invested, this 1951 Chevrolet Bel Air represents a well-sorted, upgraded classic that offers vintage style, modern usability, and an honest presentation for an enthusiast looking to enjoy a classic Chevrolet on a regular basis. Number 6. This 1961 Mercury Comet two-door sedan, offered at $19,000 and located in Santa Rosa, California, is presented as a highly desirable and increasingly rare early Comet that has been upgraded for performance while maintaining an exceptionally clean overall condition. As one of Mercury's compact offerings from the early 1960s, this two-door sedan stands out for its simple, purposeful styling and lightweight platform, which has made it a favorite among enthusiasts. The seller emphasizes that the car is in excellent condition throughout, describing it as a rare vehicle that not only looks outstanding but also drives exceptionally well, making it suitable for both enjoyment and collection. Under the hood, this Comet is powered by a 302 cubic inch V8 paired with a C4 automatic transmission, a proven and popular Ford drivetrain combination known for reliability and strong performance. The transmission is floor-shifted, adding a sportier feel compared to the original column-shift setups often found in cars of this era. A dual exhaust system fitted with Flowmaster mufflers gives the car a deep, aggressive tone that complements the V8 power without sacrificing drivability. The seller notes that the car has no leaks, further reinforcing the impression of a well-sorted and carefully maintained mechanical package. The exterior and undercarriage are both described as being in outstanding condition, with exterior paint that presents beautifully and an underside that looks as good as the top side of the car. The seller states that there is no rust whatsoever, a significant claim for a vehicle of this age and a major factor in its value and desirability. New wheels and tires have been installed, enhancing both the appearance and the road manners of the car, while contributing to a confident and composed driving experience. The overall presentation suggests a vehicle that has been either meticulously restored or extremely well preserved and maintained over time. Inside, the interior is described as being near perfect, indicating a high level of care and attention to detail that carries through the entire vehicle. The clean cabin, combined with the smooth driving characteristics, solid mechanicals, and rust-free structure, makes this Comet far more than a casual cruiser. It is positioned as an excellent example of a rare early 1960s Mercury that blends classic styling with V8 performance and modern reliability. For an enthusiast seeking a distinctive, well-finished American compact with strong drivability and standout condition, this 1961 Mercury Comet represents a compelling and well-rounded offering. Number 7. This 1972 Chevrolet Monte Carlo, offered at $8,000 and located in Santa Rosa, California, is presented as a running and driving classic that currently serves as a daily driver while still being positioned honestly as a project car. The seller is clear that the price is firm and that the car is being sold as is, with no trades and cash only, reinforcing the straightforward nature of the sale. As a first-generation Monte Carlo, this car carries the long hood, short deck styling that made the model popular in the early 1970s, blending personal luxury proportions with traditional Chevrolet muscle-era presence. It is described as running good, making it a usable driver that can be enjoyed immediately while improvements are made over time. Under the hood, the Monte Carlo is powered by a 350 cubic inch V8, a familiar and widely supported Chevrolet engine known for its reliability and ease of maintenance. This drivetrain makes the car approachable for enthusiasts of all skill levels, with abundant parts availability and upgrade potential. The car currently rides on 14-inch spoke wheels, giving it a period-correct custom look that suits its early 1970s character. As a daily driver, it demonstrates practical functionality, offering the next owner a car that does not need to be trailered or stored while awaiting basic mechanical attention. Cosmetically, the seller notes that the car needs a little bodywork, acknowledging visible imperfections that come with its project status. These needs are presented as manageable rather than overwhelming, allowing a buyer to address them incrementally. Included with the sale are the factory-style skirts, which can be installed to give the car the distinctive low, smooth appearance associated with the Boulevard Nights Monte Carlo look from the movie, adding a nostalgic custom touch for fans of that style. The inclusion of 2 extra tires further adds practical value for the next owner. Inside, the car is equipped with a working stereo, contributing to its daily driver usability and comfort. The title is listed as salvage, originating from a prior owner, and this is disclosed clearly as part of the listing. Taken as a whole, this 1972 Chevrolet Monte Carlo represents an affordable entry into classic American personal luxury, offering a solid-running V8 platform, recognizable styling, and the flexibility to be driven and enjoyed while being gradually improved, making it well-suited for an enthusiast looking for a usable classic with character and potential. Number 8. This 1963 Ford Fairlane 500, offered at $27,500 and located in Monrovia, California, is presented as a beautifully preserved and tastefully updated early 1960s classic that captures the look and feel of a true automotive time capsule. The car is described as running and driving great, making it suitable not only for display at shows but also for confident road use. With its clean lines, balanced proportions, and unmistakable Fairlane styling, this example reflects an era when Ford was blending compact dimensions with V8 performance and upscale trim. The seller emphasizes that the car consistently draws compliments wherever it goes, reinforcing its strong visual presence and overall presentation. Powering this Fairlane is its original 260 cubic inch V8, which has been rebuilt, paired with the factory Ford-O-Matic 2-speed automatic transmission. This drivetrain combination delivers smooth, period-correct performance that suits the car's refined character rather than aggressive muscle intentions. The rebuilt engine contributes to dependable operation, while the factory transmission maintains the authentic driving feel of an early 1960s Ford. The car has also been upgraded with power front disc brakes, a significant improvement over original drum setups, providing better stopping power and increased confidence during modern driving conditions without detracting from the car's classic nature. The exterior presentation is described as especially striking, with paint that looks really nice and must be seen in person to be fully appreciated. In sunlight, the car reportedly looks gorgeous, highlighting the body lines and overall finish in a way that photographs alone cannot fully capture. All of the chrome on the car is noted as looking excellent, contributing greatly to the Fairlane's upscale appearance and reinforcing its show-ready status. Complementing the exterior are brand-new Jegs aluminum wheels and tires, which add a subtle modern touch while still fitting the car's classic proportions and enhancing its stance and road manners. Inside, the Fairlane features a fully new interior, offering a fresh and inviting cabin that contrasts nicely with the car's vintage exterior. The only noted omission is a headliner, leaving a small finishing detail for the next owner to complete. Otherwise, the interior presents as clean and well done, supporting the car's suitability for shows, cruises, and casual driving. Taken as a whole, this 1963 Ford Fairlane 500 stands as a well-sorted and visually impressive classic, blending original mechanical character with thoughtful upgrades, strong cosmetic appeal, and a level of presentation that makes it both enjoyable to drive and admired wherever it is displayed. Number 9. This 1979 AMC Pacer, offered at $2,400 and located in Carson City, Nevada, is presented as an extremely clean, rust-minimal desert car that serves as an excellent foundation for a serious restoration or custom project. This example is being sold as a roller and does not currently have an engine installed, but it stands out due to its exceptionally solid body condition, which is often the most difficult and expensive hurdle to overcome with cars of this era. The seller emphasizes that this is a Nevada car with almost no rust, and that only a small amount of repair work was previously performed on the rear quarter panels. A clean Nevada title is included, adding reassurance and simplifying the transfer process for the next owner. Structurally and cosmetically, the car is described as very straight and largely rust-free, with all glass reported to be in great condition. This includes not only the glass currently installed on the car, but also additional spare glass included with the sale, which is a major advantage given the Pacer's unique and expansive window design. The current passenger door does have damage, but a spare door is included, eliminating the need to search for a replacement. The exterior chrome window trim is also included among the spare parts, further increasing the overall completeness and long-term value of the package. Taken together, these factors make this Pacer a far stronger starting point than most project cars in this price range. The interior does show age-related issues, which are disclosed clearly and honestly. The interior plastics are weathered, and the headliner has suffered water damage, both of which are common problems on Pacers that have been stored over long periods. However, the seller notes that good-condition spare interior plastics are included, along with a dash that has no vinyl cracking, a rear seat, and a full interior trim set. These extras significantly reduce the difficulty of restoring the interior to a clean and presentable state. The inclusion of the original owner's manual further adds to the car's appeal for enthusiasts who appreciate documentation and originality. From a mechanical and project planning perspective, this Pacer offers unusual flexibility. The car was in the process of being converted to a manual transmission, and both manual and automatic transmissions are included, along with both manual and automatic steering columns. Additional mechanical spares include front brake calipers, a brake master cylinder, 2 driveshafts, original steel wheels, and various linkages and brackets. With no engine currently installed, the next owner has complete freedom to choose the powertrain direction, whether returning it to stock or pursuing a more ambitious build. With its rust-free body, clean title, extensive spare parts inventory, and honest presentation, this 1979 AMC Pacer represents a rare opportunity to start a unique project with strong fundamentals and minimal structural compromise. Number 10. This 1951 Ford Custom, offered at $23,000 and located in Valencia, California, is presented as a beautifully preserved and extensively refreshed early 1950s classic that has clearly benefited from long-term careful ownership. The car has been garage kept for over 20 years and is described as having been thoroughly gone through, rather than simply cosmetically improved. It retains its original character while showcasing a level of mechanical attention that makes it far more than a static collector piece. The seller emphasizes that this is an all-original style Ford that remains visually striking, mechanically sorted, and ready to be enjoyed, supported by a substantial history of documented work. At the heart of this Ford Custom is a rebuilt flathead V8 with less than 100 miles since completion, making it effectively fresh and barely broken in. The drivetrain has received extensive attention, including a rebuilt transmission, a new clutch and flywheel, a rebuilt carburetor, a new fuel pump, a new aluminum radiator, new hoses, new spark plugs and wires, and a Patronic starter. The gas tank has been flushed and cleaned in preparation for the rebuilt engine, reinforcing the seller's methodical approach to reliability. The car features a 3-speed manual transmission, with overdrive present but not currently hooked up, offering an additional future upgrade option if desired. Suspension, braking, and drivability upgrades further enhance the overall package. The car has been fitted with new shocks, new leaf springs, and 2-inch lowering blocks, giving it a subtle period-correct lowered stance without compromising ride quality. The braking system was redone in 2022 and includes a new master cylinder, contributing to safe and confident operation. Tires are reported to be in good condition and feature 3-inch white walls, perfectly complementing the car's classic styling. A 12-volt electrical conversion has been completed, along with a new starter, a new battery, and a 14-inch radiator fan, significantly improving reliability and usability in modern driving conditions. Cosmetically and inside, the car is described as being in excellent condition throughout. The interior is noted as excellent, including the hood liner, and all dash gauges are reported to be fully functional. Seat belts have been added to both the front and rear, providing an important safety upgrade while maintaining a clean interior appearance. The chrome is described as being in excellent condition, the paint is said to be in really good condition, and a new hood ornament has been installed to complete the classic look. Additional features include a Sony CD player for modern audio convenience. The seller also notes that a book of receipts documenting major work is included, and that additional extra parts are available at extra cost. Taken together, this 1951 Ford Custom represents a carefully restored and thoughtfully updated classic that combines originality, documented investment, and strong mechanical integrity in a highly attractive early post-war package. Number 11. This 1962 Mercury S22, offered at $15,000 and located in Bellflower, California, is presented as a fully turnkey and highly reliable classic that is ready to be driven anywhere without hesitation. The seller emphasizes that this is not a half-finished project or occasional cruiser, but a well-sorted car that can be enjoyed immediately, whether for long drives or regular use. Overall condition is described as excellent, with only a few minor dents and dings consistent with normal use rather than neglect. The car does feature a lowered front suspension, which gives it a more aggressive and purposeful stance, though the seller notes that some care is required when the car is fully loaded. As a whole, this Mercury is positioned as a driver-focused classic that blends vintage styling with modern reliability and thoughtful upgrades throughout. Powering this S22 is a 1968 Mustang, sourced 200 cubic inch inline six-cylinder engine that was fully rebuilt on October 1, 2025 by the Harros Racing Team in East Los Angeles. This fresh rebuild provides peace of mind and strong mechanical credibility, making the car especially appealing to buyers who value dependability. The engine is paired with a two-barrel Motorcraft Weber-style carburetor using a custom adapter, improving throttle response and overall drivability compared to a stock setup. Stainless headers feed into a dual exhaust system equipped with turbo mufflers, giving the car a clean, refined exhaust note without excessive noise. Ignition has been upgraded to a DuraSpark electronic system with an MSD street firebox, while charging duties are handled by a high-output 100-amp Power Master alternator, ensuring consistent electrical performance even with added accessories. The drivetrain and chassis have been significantly improved to support confident driving and modern road manners. A 1968 Mustang C4 3-speed automatic transmission has been inspected and integrated into the build, providing smooth and reliable shifting. The front suspension has been extensively upgraded with new upper and lower control arms featuring the Shelby drop, enhancing handling geometry and stability. A 1-inch front sway bar and KYB front shocks further sharpen the car's responsiveness and ride control. Steering has been converted using a V8 Falcon power steering setup with a rebuilt control valve and slave cylinder, along with new tie rods and an idler arm, resulting in a much more comfortable and precise driving experience than the original manual configuration. Braking performance has also been thoroughly addressed, transforming the car's safety and confidence level. The Mercury is equipped with V8 spindles and Mustang 4-piston Kelsey Hayes front disc brakes, a highly regarded setup that provides strong and consistent stopping power. These are paired with ABS power brakes using a compact power brake booster and dual master cylinder sourced from Orange, California, creating a balanced and modern braking system well suited for real-world driving. The seller notes that many additional upgrades have been completed beyond those listed, underscoring the depth of work invested into this car. Taken together, this 1962 Mercury S22 stands out as a thoughtfully engineered classic that delivers vintage appeal, modernized performance, and true turnkey usability for an enthusiast who wants to drive and enjoy their car without compromise. Number 12. This 1966 Ford Mustang represents a remarkably preserved Southern California survivor, having been owned by only 2 local California owners since new and garaged its entire life in the dry San Bernardino, California climate. The car retains its clean California title and still wears its original black California license plates, reinforcing its long-term local history and originality. With just 45,590 miles showing, this Mustang has clearly lived a sheltered life, avoiding the heavy wear and harsh conditions that so many examples of this era endured over the decades. The exterior remains finished in its original factory paint, presenting an honest and unaltered appearance that reflects careful ownership rather than restoration. While not freshly detailed or over-restored, the body retains its original character, panel fit, and vintage charm that collectors value highly in unrestored cars. The factory vinyl top is still in place, further adding to the period-correct presentation and originality of the car. Overall, the Mustang stands as a true time capsule example rather than a modified or repainted vehicle. Inside, the car continues its survivor story with its original interior intact, showing age-appropriate where consistent with the mileage but remaining largely unmolested. The cabin still reflects the materials, textures, and layout that made the Mustang so popular in the mid-1960s. Factory air conditioning is equipped, an increasingly rare and desirable option that adds comfort and value, especially for a California-based classic. The interior has not been customized or modernized, allowing the next owner to enjoy or preserve its authentic factory presentation. Power comes from the original V6 engine, which remains in place but is currently not running. The car was parked several years ago when the owner's father became ill and stopped driving, and since then it has sat dormant. It is expected to need fresh fuel, routine mechanical servicing, and general recommissioning to return it to reliable driving condition. This Mustang offers an excellent opportunity for a collector or enthusiast seeking a highly original, low-mileage California car that can be sympathetically revived while preserving its survivor status, located in San Bernardino, California. Number 13. This 1967 Pontiac Tribute GTO convertible, offered at $41,000 and located in Mesa, Arizona, is presented as a well-sorted and thoughtfully executed GTO clone that delivers the look, sound, and driving experience of the iconic muscle car while being honestly represented as a tribute rather than a factory-original GTO. Originally a Lemons, the car was carefully transformed into GTO specification over many years of ownership, with the current owner having cared for it for an impressive 22 years. The seller has been transparent about the fact that this is a clone and that no PHS documentation was pursued during the conversion process, emphasizing honesty and clarity for potential buyers. The result is a convertible that captures the classic GTO presence while benefiting from extensive mechanical upgrades aimed at reliability and performance. Under the hood sits a new GTO spec 400 cubic inch V8 long block sourced from GTO Goodies out of Wyoming, providing the proper Pontiac power plant that enthusiasts expect from a GTO-inspired build. This engine is paired with a new automatic transmission, delivering smooth and confident operation suitable for cruising or longer drives. Supporting the drivetrain is a Ron Davis aluminum racing radiator equipped with electric fans and a proper shroud, ensuring excellent cooling even in warmer climates. The car is further enhanced by a new dual exhaust system, giving it the deep, authoritative exhaust note that defines classic Pontiac muscle while remaining well-mannered on the road. From a driving and safety standpoint, this Tribute GTO has been significantly upgraded beyond its original specifications. The braking system has been fully converted from front and rear drum brakes to disc brakes, including the installation of a new power brake booster and master cylinder, greatly improving stopping performance and driver confidence. Power steering is also equipped, making the car easy and comfortable to maneuver despite its classic size and presence. The seller notes that the car drives great and tracks straight, suggesting a well-maintained suspension and chassis that complement the strong drivetrain and upgraded braking system. Visually, the car has been carefully transformed to reflect authentic GTO styling cues, both inside and out. The body, trim, and interior details have been modified to replicate the appearance of a true GTO, and the seller invites prospective buyers to observe the numerous changes made to achieve this look. The convertible top has been replaced, completing the classic open-air muscle car experience and enhancing the car's overall presentation. Taken as a whole, this 1967 Pontiac Tribute GTO convertible offers a compelling blend of classic styling, modernized mechanical reliability, and long-term ownership care, making it an attractive option for enthusiasts seeking the GTO experience without the constraints or costs of an original numbers-matching example, located in Mesa, Arizona. Number 14. This 1965 Chevrolet El Camino, offered at $44,900 and located in Fresno, California, is presented as a highly desirable and exceptionally well-preserved example of Chevrolet's iconic car-truck hybrid from the peak of the muscle car era. Finished as a true numbers-matching vehicle, This El Camino stands out not only for its originality but also for the level of care it has received throughout its life. The seller notes that the vehicle previously underwent a full frame-off restoration, a process that speaks to the depth and quality of the work invested in bringing the car to its current condition. Having always been garage-kept and carefully maintained, this El Camino reflects the kind of ownership history that collectors and serious enthusiasts actively seek. Powering this classic is its original 327 cubic inch V8 engine, an engine revered for its balance of performance, reliability, and unmistakable small-block Chevrolet character. Paired with a 4-speed manual transmission, the drivetrain delivers an engaging and authentic driving experience that perfectly matches the El Camino's sporty yet utilitarian personality. The numbers-matching status reinforces the car's authenticity and adds long-term collectible value, especially in an era where originality continues to command a premium. The engine bay, restored as part of the frame-off process, reflects the attention to detail expected from a properly executed restoration, making this El Camino equally suitable for driving enjoyment or show presentation. From a comfort and convenience standpoint, this 1965 El Camino is notably well equipped, offering features that were considered premium options in its day. Factory air conditioning enhances drivability in warmer climates, while the factory tilt steering column adds comfort and adjustability for drivers of varying sizes. Power windows further elevate the ownership experience, blending classic styling with practical amenities that make the car enjoyable for regular use. These factory options, combined with the car's restored condition, create a rare combination of classic muscle-era styling and genuine everyday usability. Visually, the El Camino presents with a clean, confident stance that reflects both its restoration quality and thoughtful upgrades. It rides on 17-inch Craigar wheels, a timeless choice that complements the car's muscular lines while subtly modernizing its road presence. The overall condition is described as excellent, with the paint, body, and trim benefiting from the earlier frame-off restoration and years of careful storage. Taken as a whole, this 1965 Chevrolet El Camino represents a rare opportunity to acquire a numbers-matching, extensively restored, and well-optioned example that remains faithful to its original character while offering strong visual appeal and mechanical confidence, located in Fresno, California. Number 15. This 1967 Oldsmobile 442 convertible, offered at $65,500 and located in Long Beach, California, is presented as a no-expense-spared, fully sorted restomod that blends classic muscle car styling with modern performance, reliability, and drivability. The car has undergone a complete frame-off restoration with over $140,000 invested, and it shows only approximately 7,000 miles since completion. While retaining the unmistakable presence and proportions of a first-generation 442 convertible, this example has been comprehensively re-engineered to function like a contemporary high-performance vehicle. The body was stripped to bare metal prior to repaint and refinished in a striking metallic blue two-stage paint with clear coat, while all exterior trim, bumpers, and moldings were restored to a level described as better than original. The convertible top frame has been fully restored and fitted with high-quality stay-fast canvas, and ceramic tinted glass completes the refined exterior presentation. At the heart of this build is a freshly installed 510 horsepower LS2 aluminum block engine designed for serious performance with modern reliability. The engine features flat-top pistons, rebuilt LS3 cylinder heads with BTR dual 660 springs, a BTR Stage 1 camshaft kit, milling high-volume oil pump, Fluidine SFI harmonic balancer, and a March billet front-runner system with air conditioning pump in black finish. Supporting components include a Holly hot rod low-profile oil pan, Hooker exhaust manifolds, finned valve covers, and a Be-Cool custom dual-pass radiator with dual 12-inch electric fans. The fuel system is fully modernized with an EFI fuel tank, 255 in-tank fuel pump, and Corvette-style regulator filter. The engine has been professionally chassis dyno tuned, producing approximately 420 horsepower at the rear wheels, and is backed by a Stage 2 4L60E automatic transmission with billet 3000 stall converter, Pioneer SFI flex plate, Locher transmission dipstick, and all braided hoses with and fittings throughout. The chassis and suspension have been extensively upgraded to handle the increased power while delivering precise handling and confident braking. The frame has been powder-coated and boxed, and the rear end has been upgraded to a Curry 9-inch with limited slip and 3.55 gears. Suspension components include CPP tubular front upper and lower control arms, UMI adjustable rear upper and lower control arms, and Aldon America adjustable coilover shocks at all four corners. Steering is handled by a CPP 500 series steering box, while braking duties are managed by CPP big disc brake kits front and rear, assisted by a CPP Hydroboost brake booster and master cylinder. Additional upgrades include Corvette-style aluminum spindles with aluminum hubs, a 1 1/8-inch front sway bar, trunk-mounted battery with disconnect switch, and a 2.5-inch stainless steel dual exhaust system with X-pipe, Flowmaster mufflers, rubber hangers, and chrome tips. Inside, the car has been fully modernized while retaining a clean, factory-inspired appearance. A complete TMI interior kit with reclining bucket seats has been installed, along with Dynamat sound insulation throughout the floors for improved comfort and noise reduction. The trunk has been finished to match with custom panels and carpet, while the cabin features custom-installed vintage air heating and air conditioning, a digital instrument system housed in an analog-style gauge cluster, and a local floor shifter integrated into the factory center console. A flaming river tilt steering column topped with a 15-inch billet wood-finished steering wheel adds both comfort and style. Entertainment is provided by a retro sound stereo system with 4 speakers, amplifier, and subwoofer. The car rides on classic 5-spoke Riddler wheels, with 20 by 10 rears wrapped in 305/30 Nitto tires and 20 by 8.5 fronts with 255/35 Nittos. Everything is reported to function properly, including lighting, wipers, air conditioning, and accessories, and the car is described as driving, steering, and braking like a modern performance vehicle capable of daily use, long-distance cruising, or show duty, all while delivering impressive power and efficiency from its LS-based drivetrain. Number 16. This 1961 Chevrolet Impala, offered at $37,000 and located in Huntington Beach, California, is presented as a strong-running and highly usable classic that strikes an appealing balance between project potential and immediate enjoyment. Described as having no structural cancer, the car is positioned as a solid foundation rather than a rust repair nightmare, which is often the most critical factor when considering an early 1960s full-size Chevrolet. It runs and drives very well, allowing the next owner to enjoy it on the road while continuing to refine or personalize the car over time. This makes it an ideal candidate for someone who wants a vintage Impala experience without committing to a long-term teardown before driving. Under the hood, the car is powered by a Chevrolet 350 V8 paired with an automatic transmission, a proven and widely supported drivetrain combination that delivers both reliability and easy serviceability. The presence of power steering significantly improves drivability, especially at lower speeds, while power disc brakes add a welcome level of modern safety and confidence compared to factory drum setups. A tilt steering column has been installed, enhancing comfort and adjustability for drivers of different sizes. Together, these mechanical upgrades suggest that the car has been thoughtfully improved with real-world driving in mind rather than remaining purely period correct. From an exterior and structural standpoint, this Impala retains much of its classic visual appeal and completeness. All of the side moldings are present, an important detail on cars of this era where trim pieces can be difficult and expensive to source. The car sits on 15-inch torque thrust wheels, a timeless upgrade that complements the Impala's long, low lines while giving it a slightly more aggressive stance. Additional parts are included and stored in the trunk, adding value and flexibility for future restoration or customization efforts. Lights and gauges are reported to be in working order, reinforcing the idea that this is a functional car rather than a dormant or partially assembled project. Inside, the car does not retain its original interior, leaving room for the next owner to decide whether to pursue a factory-style restoration, a mild custom approach, or a more modernized interior setup. While this may be a drawback for purists, it also removes the concern of preserving worn original materials and opens the door for personalization without guilt. Overall, This 1961 Impala is positioned as a clean, enjoyable project with solid bones, desirable mechanical upgrades, and the ability to be driven and appreciated immediately, making it well suited for someone looking to gradually build a classic Chevrolet while still experiencing it on the road. Number 17. This 1968 Dodge Charger base, offered at $70,000 and located in Chatsworth, California, is presented as a clean title California car with a solid and rust-free body, a critical advantage for a first-generation Charger of this caliber. The seller states the title is in their name, reinforcing a straightforward and clean ownership transfer. Being a lifelong California vehicle, the car benefits from solid floors, a solid trunk, and a structurally sound interior with no rust issues, which is often the most difficult and expensive aspect to address on late 1960s Mopars. The classic Charger fastback body lines remain intact and straight, and the vinyl top is described as being in great condition, preserving the iconic late 1960s muscle car appearance that continues to make the 1968 Charger one of the most sought-after American classics. Under the hood, this Charger is powered by a 390-stroker engine paired with an automatic transmission, providing strong performance while maintaining comfortable drivability. The car is described as a true run-and-drive example with no mechanical problems and no oil leaks, indicating a well-sorted drivetrain that is ready for regular use rather than a car that needs immediate attention. Factory air conditioning is still in place and fully functional, a highly desirable feature that significantly enhances comfort and usability, especially in warmer climates. The overall mechanical condition suggests this Charger was built and maintained to be driven and enjoyed rather than stored away. From a usability and completeness standpoint, this Charger stands out as a solid, honest car rather than an over-restored or heavily modified example. The interior is described as solid, maintaining its integrity without major issues, and the car retains the feel of a proper late 1960s Dodge muscle car. The seller notes that a significant number of additional original parts are included with the sale, adding considerable value for an enthusiast who may want to preserve originality or complete future refinements. These extra parts can be especially valuable given the rising cost and decreasing availability of original Charger components. Overall, this 1968 Dodge Charger base represents a strong opportunity for a buyer seeking a rust-free California car with real road presence, solid mechanicals, and desirable factory features. With its clean title, strong stroker engine, working factory air conditioning, excellent vinyl top, and included original parts, this Charger offers both immediate enjoyment and long-term value. Offered as a cash-only sale at $75,000 or best offer, it is positioned as a serious, well-kept muscle car that can be driven confidently, shown proudly, or further refined to suit the next owner's vision while retaining the timeless appeal of one of Dodge's most legendary designs. Number 18. This 1966 Chevrolet Chevelle Super Sport, offered at $75,000 and located in Sunnyvale, California, is presented as a genuine and highly desirable SS model, confirmed by its true 138 VIN, making it a real super sport rather than a clone or tribute. Finished in its iconic Marina blue, the car represents one of the most celebrated muscle car combinations of the era, blending timeless styling with authentic pedigree. The overall condition is described as mint, and the car is positioned as a must-see example, appealing to collectors and enthusiasts who value originality, documentation, and visual presence. Being a real SS elevates its status significantly in the Chevelle market, where authenticity and factory lineage remain paramount. Powering this Chevelle is its original matching number's 396 big block engine, preserving the heart and soul that defined the super sport reputation in the mid-1960s. While the transmission is no longer the original unit, it has been upgraded to a modern 5-speed Tremec manual transmission, offering vastly improved drivability, highway comfort, and performance while still maintaining a period-correct muscle car feel. This combination allows the car to deliver the raw big block character enthusiasts expect, paired with more precise gear changes and better cruising capability than the factory setup. The drivetrain configuration strikes an excellent balance between originality and thoughtful modernization. From a mechanical and comfort standpoint, this Chevelle benefits from several key upgrades that enhance both safety and enjoyment without detracting from its classic appeal. Disc brakes have been installed at all four corners, a significant improvement over the factory braking system and a valuable upgrade for real-world driving confidence. Additionally, a recently installed vintage air conditioning system adds modern climate control, making the car far more comfortable to drive in warm conditions while maintaining a clean, factory-style appearance under the hood and inside the cabin. These upgrades suggest the car was built to be driven and enjoyed, not just displayed. Visually and structurally, the car is described as being in exceptional condition, with a marina blue finish showcasing the sharp lines and aggressive stance that make the 1966 Chevelle Super Sport one of the most iconic muscle cars ever produced. The combination of a real SS chassis, matching numbers 396 engine, modern 5-speed manual, 4-wheel disc brakes, and vintage air creates a compelling package that appeals to both purists and drivers alike. Offered in mint condition and located in Sunnyvale, California, this Chevelle represents a rare opportunity to acquire a true super sport that delivers authentic muscle car heritage along with tasteful upgrades that enhance reliability, comfort, and overall driving experience. Number 19. This 1966 Ford Thunderbird, offered at $15,000 and located in Rochester, New Hampshire, is presented as a well-preserved two-door hardtop that embodies the luxury performance balance Ford was known for in the mid-1960s. Finished in classic Wimbledon white, the car retains an elegant and timeless presence that suits the Thunderbird's upscale image. It is reported to have only 36,000 original miles, a remarkably low figure that adds significant appeal and suggests careful ownership throughout its life. The seller notes that the car spent many years in California and has had only 2 owners, factors that often contribute to better long-term preservation and overall condition. Under the hood, this Thunderbird is powered by a 428 cubic-inch V8 engine rated at 335 horsepower, paired with a 3-speed Cruise-O-Matic automatic transmission. This drivetrain delivers strong, smooth power that suits both relaxed cruising and confident highway driving, aligning perfectly with the Thunderbird's role as a personal luxury car rather than a stripped-down muscle machine. The seller states that the car runs and drives great, indicating that it remains mechanically sound and road-ready without the immediate need for major servicing. The combination of big block power and automatic transmission makes this Thunderbird an effortless and enjoyable car to drive, especially on longer trips. The car is generously equipped with period-correct luxury features that were hallmarks of the Thunderbird line. It features leather seating, a swing-away steering wheel for easier entry and exit, power windows, and a power driver's seat, all reinforcing its premium character. Power disc brakes up front and drum brakes in the rear provide improved stopping capability compared to earlier designs, adding to overall drivability and safety. These features, combined with the smooth ride quality Thunderbird models are known for, make this car just as enjoyable today as it was when new. Overall, this 1966 Ford Thunderbird represents a compelling opportunity for someone seeking a low-mileage, well-optioned classic that blends style, comfort, and V8 performance. Its reported original mileage, limited ownership history, California background, and strong running condition position it as an honest and attractive example rather than a tired project. Offered at $15,000 with an asking price previously noted at $18,000 or best offer, it stands as a refined and collectible mid-1960s American luxury coupe that can be driven and enjoyed immediately while continuing to appreciate for its originality and presence. Number 20. This 1971 Oldsmobile Delta 88 Royale convertible, offered at $1,800 and located in Bonita, California, is presented as an affordable full-size classic convertible with clean paperwork and significant potential for the right buyer. The seller confirms a clean title in hand, which is an important advantage at this price point and simplifies the transfer process. As a true Delta Royale convertible, the car represents Oldsmobile's large, comfortable luxury lineup from the early 1970s, known for smooth rides, generous proportions, and strong V8 power. Being sold as is, this car is positioned honestly as a project or revival candidate rather than a finished driver, making it especially appealing to enthusiasts looking for a low-entry cost classic convertible. Mechanically, the car is equipped with a V8 engine that does start, indicating that the engine itself is alive and capable of running. However, the transmission does not engage, meaning the car will require drivetrain attention before it can be driven reliably. This clearly places it in project territory, but the fact that the engine starts is a meaningful first step compared to a completely non-running vehicle. For buyers experienced with classic GM drivetrains, this issue may be addressed through repair or replacement, and parts availability for early 1970s Oldsmobile platforms remains relatively strong. The seller's transparency about the mechanical condition helps set realistic expectations and allows buyers to plan accordingly. From a value and project perspective, the Delta 88 convertible offers a lot of classic presence for the money. These full-size convertibles feature long body lines, substantial interiors, and a comfortable cruising character that smaller muscle cars cannot match. The car's status as a convertible adds to its desirability, especially given how few large GM convertibles from this era remain affordable. While cosmetic and mechanical work should be expected, the clean title and running engine provide a solid starting point for restoration, cruising build, or even a budget revival aimed at getting it back on the road. Overall, this 1971 Oldsmobile Delta 88 Royale convertible stands out as a low-cost entry into classic convertible ownership with clear strengths and clearly stated needs. Offered at $1,800 or best offer, and with openness to trades, it presents flexibility for buyers looking to negotiate or exchange projects. With its clean title, running V8, and iconic early 1970s Oldsmobile styling, this car offers a rare opportunity to acquire a full-size American convertible at a price that leaves room in the budget for repairs, upgrades, and personalization according to the next owner's vision. Thanks for tuning in to our list of 20 cheap classic cars for sale from the marketplace. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button, drop a comment below, and subscribe to Cheap Classic Cars for more great deals. Don't forget to share this video with fellow classic car enthusiasts.